Hey guys, welcome back. If you happen to be new, I'm Robin. Last week I decorated my mantle and my hearth for fall, and this video today will be where I'm decorating the rest of my living room. Behind me is my new shelf that I got just a month or two back, and this is the first time that I'm going to be decorating it for fall, so I'm super excited to show you what I have. I've been really trying to do neutral decor this year for fall, so if you're here for some fall cleaning motivation or for some fall decorating inspiration, you came to the right spot. So come along with me. Let's get to cleaning and let's get to decorating my living room for fall. Alright, so here's just a quick overview of the living room. I've taken out all of my decor and it's pretty much down to its bare bones. Last week I decorated the mantle and the hearth, so if you want to go back and watch that video, I will of course link it below in my description box. I'm going with just some neutral fall decor items this year, but lots of little added pumpkins. So now that we've seen kind of before shots of the living room, sometimes I call this area the den. Do any of you guys call your main living area your den? And I don't know, possibly calling your living area the den is more of a southern thing. I think it's because this was originally the carport and it was turned into a living area. So I tend to say den sometime. Okay, so we're going to start here by dusting off this TV area. This is definitely an area that stays really dusty all the time. I guess it's because it's right here by the fireplace. That is a working fireplace. So it stays pretty dusty over here. You'll see all those wires in the back and an extra shelf that I don't use on my TV stand. I pretty much have that in the back area there. We've thought about possibly putting that television on top of the mantle, but I really enjoy decorating that mantle, and I just don't know if it'd be too tall. My living room is such an odd layout. It's kind of long and narrow, and so for now, since we've lived here, I think over 25 years, I've always had this television here in the corner. But every now and then I get the urge to really want to put it on top of the mantle, and that would give us so much more floor space here. So let me know in the comment section what you think. Some people despise having their TV over their mantle. Some people really enjoy it. So kind of a change up. I think I may try it over the mantle. I don't know. One day I say yes and then one day I say no. But for today's video, it's in the corner. I'm just going to do a little dusting, and I don't have too much cleaning to do in the living room today. We'll just do some dusting of the surfaces before I decorate it, and then we'll vacuum. I picked up a couple of bags of these little pumpkin bow fillers from Hobby Lobby. I really wanted to use the sweet little flat wicker basket there on top of the DirecTV box. So I thought these little orange pumpkins would go great there in this little area. I'm trying to stay away from the bright oranges and the real traditional colors inside the house this year. So this muted orange color I thought was going to go along well with all my fall decor that I'm going to use in the living room today. I should have looked at the back of this before I started doing my voiceovers, but I do believe that is from the Hearth and Hand collection at Target I got last year. You'll see throughout this video today that I decorate with a lot of gold and copper trays, a lot of light wood and dark wood products, and of course lots of wicker. I love mixing woods with metals and wicker. That's just my favorite way to decorate. Those are items I tend to look for when I go out shopping for these videos. I do tend to get more colorful in the summer time, but in the fall and the winter, I just want cozy, simple, neutral colors and decor in my home, and you'll see that throughout this video today. Alright, now let's move over to this little side table and get everything on it dusted off. This is actually a sewing machine. It's an antique sewing machine. It was my Granny Horton's and I just cherish it. If you've never seen one of these antique sewing machine tables, they are so neat. They just don't make them like this anymore. But that lid comes all the way up and over, and then that would be your work area. And then the sewing machine is laying on its side, and you just pop up that sewing machine and start sewing. So it's pretty neat. I always try to keep a plant here. My plants really love this little area here. They kind of thrive on the sunlight that comes into this big picture window. And my house doesn't get a lot of sun, so what I'll try to do, if I know it's going to be a sunny day, I'll take some of the plants that are in my house that don't get a lot of sun, and I'll sit them here on this table, and they'll sit there for the day, and that really helps them to thrive and to grow a little better. So if your house is like mine, doesn't get a lot lot of sunlight. Find an area that does and put your houseplants in there a couple of hours a week. I promise it'll do the trick if they're not doing very well. I picked up these 2 blankets from Target. They're both from the Threshold line. I'll use one of them on my ottoman and one on the couch. And because my furniture is just so dark, I do find that adding some throw pillows and some throw blankets is just the best way to kind of add some life to them. We tend to use a lot of throw pillows in this house because I tend to keep the house rather cold. I'm really funny. I like to have the house cold and use a blanket. Is that weird? Am I the only one that does that? But that's what I tend to do. Keep the house really cold and always have some throw blankets around. My poor daughter-in-law, she always freezes at my home because I keep it so cold. Do you guys see me struggling just a little here, trying to figure out the best way to lay this throw pillow down on the ottoman? I would normally cut out the part of me struggling, but I just wanted you guys to see that it's not always easy for me when it comes to decorating. Sometimes I'll ponder over an area for quite some time before I get it just right. My attention to detail is a little bit of a curse and a little bit of a good thing all in one. Alright, so as you can see, I'm just working my way around the room. I had said in my last week's video that I was breaking down my living room fall decorating into several videos because I do have a lot of surface areas to decorate here in the living room, and I know most of you guys have told me that you like my decorating videos to be 25 minutes or shorter. I know we are super busy ladies and we aren't able to sit down for too long to watch a video. And plus, if you're like me, I have a lot of channels that I love to watch. So when I sit down to watch a video, I may watch 2 or 3 of them back to back. And sometimes I don't have time to watch those 2 or 3 videos if they're really long. I would actually love to know if you subscribe to this channel for the decorating, or if you subscribed for the cleaning, or if you subscribed for both the decorating and the cleaning. When I first started my channel, I did cook with me's, cooking cleans with me, and then I kind of went over to just cleaning, and then I added some decorating, and now I seem to be like, I don't know, 70% decorating now and 30% cleaning. So I would love to know in the comment section what made you mainly subscribe to my channel. This gold tray that I picked up from Target was actually the inspiration of my decor for my living room this year. I loved it that it was round because I feel like a round tray looks a little bit better here on the square coffee table, and I felt that it was real fancy looking. However, using some modern farmhouse decor on it would kind of tone down that fanciness of it. I've never had gold before in the living room, and I think it goes really well with the amber glass that I'm using and the rust colors and the deep burgundies and some copper that I'm using here in the living room. So that terracotta pot floral arrangement came from, I believe, the fall line last year from Target, and I just paired it with these beautiful glass pumpkin and candlesticks, and then I added some battery operated candles to my candlesticks and a sweet little candle that I picked up at Target, and you saw the bigger one over on the side table. I'm just going to add my farmhouse magazines and then my grandkids' favorite little tic-tac-toe game. And it's just dawned on me as I'm editing this video that nothing new is on this coffee table but that little sweet candle. So everything else I've already had. If you saw my video where I tried to organize all my fall decor, you saw that I had a ton of it. So I am trying to use a lot of things that I already have. For instance, none of these pillows are new. They're all for the last prior years, except this gorgeous burgundy pillow that I'm going to add right here. Isn't that beautiful? The detail is so, so pretty. Okay, so now let's go over and decorate the side table between the couch or the love seat where I sit and then Derek's recliner. I try to keep it very simple here because we both sit here and use this table very often. So that little riser is another one of the risers I used over on my granny's little table. Those were a set of 2 that I picked up from TJ Maxx. I think they're just adorable. And that little arrangement was another arrangement from Target last year in their fall line. And this buttery pumpkin candle, oh my goodness, y'all. It's from Hobby Lobby. It's kind of orangey, but I really wanted to use it here because it smells heavenly. I really didn't have to light it. It was just smelling so good. But of course, I lit it. And those sweet little wicker pumpkins came from the Target dollar section. So kept it very simple here, yet very sweet. And of course, I just have to show you what I'm working with today. Max is going to lay right here in front of this shelf while I'm decorating, so there'll be several times you'll see me stepping over him because he's very comfortable and I didn't want to move him. So I'm just going to start by taking my duster and dust off the shelves real quickly. This shelf, y'all, has become one of my favorite areas to decorate in the living room. If you saw before, if you've been here a while, you know that I had a really large side table there that took up a lot of space. So I sold that to my friend Charlotte and bought this from Home Depot, and I have so enjoyed decorating this shelf for the seasons. It's been so much fun. So this is my first time to decorate it for fall, so let me tell you what I did here on the shelf. I know you have seen that top plant and lots of different decorating videos for the fall. It came from Target, but it was the color that I was decorating with this fall season, so I had to pick it up. And that pot that it's in is absolutely gorgeous. So I feel like this plant will carry me over even into the winter season. So that's all I put on the top shelf for it to sorry. So that's all I put on the top shelf for that to kind of be my focal point. And then the second shelf, I'm going to use some books. I showed you guys where that was my Heavenly Highways hymn book that I grew up singing in church. That was actually one of the songs that was showing or playing on the TV a while ago, and I asked you, do you know the title to this song? It came from one of these Heavenly Highway hymnals. The song is in that songbook, and I just cherish that songbook. I found it at a thrift store. So these blue and gold pumpkins came from Hobby Lobby about 2 years ago. I just adore them. And this little plant arrangement here came from Target. And of course I had to sneak in another little amber glass candle there. I won't light that candle. It's just for decor purposes. And then the next shelf, I'm going to use these gorgeous wooden pumpkins that came from Hobby Lobby. And then here, I'm going to stop and show you guys how I took this little $15 gold little pot that matches the tray on the coffee table. And these cute little, I think they're called bunny tails. I'm not real sure. I got them off of Amazon. I'll link them below. I cut them to size and I filled up this little gold vase. And it is the cutest little arrangement. Now let's work on the last shelf. Here's a beautiful little floral stem that I picked up from Target that has the same colored florals that I'm going with here that matches the vase on the top shelf. And I'll add that to this beautiful gold tray that kind of goes with that, or it does. It matches the vase that I just showed you guys. And I'm going to place it here and do just a little simple vignette inside this tray. I'm going to place that burgundy floral there, a couple of the same acorns that you saw over on my side table by the couch, and then I'll complete it with a beautiful brass candle holder. I actually tried putting this candle holder in several different areas here in the living room, but ended up just using it here on this tray. I felt it really completes this vignette here in this gold tray. And then to complete this shelf, I added another one of these blue and gold pumpkins. When I decided to add gold this fall season in my living room, I'd actually forgot all about these blue and gold pumpkins. So as I was sorting through my fall decor this year in the shed and came across them, oh man, was I extra happy. And as soon as I saw them, I knew exactly where they were going to go here on this shelf. Okay, so here's how my mind works. So once I got this shelf all decorated, I thought, I don't know. I feel like that a second arrangement needs to go on the third shelf instead of the second shelf because it was too close to the top vase and they kind of match each other. The stems or the color of the florals match each other. I don't know how to say that. So I felt like I needed to kind of divide and put the gold between those two floral arrangements, if that makes any sense. I don't know, it probably doesn't to you, but in my brain, I didn't like the way that flowed. So I changed the two shelves and really, really liked the end results. Alright, so I'll quickly vacuum and then we'll add a few more touches here in the living room. I've been on the lookout for a new rug to replace this blue one that I've had for some time now. I want a larger rug with some type of small print on it, and hopefully I'll find one soon and I'll video that reveal for you guys. And if you happen to be new today, I'm so happy that you're here. Again, I'm Robin. I've had my channel now for a little over 3 years. I work a full-time job outside of the house, so therefore I just post once a week, and that's typically on a Sunday. I'm a typical homemaking channel with lots of cleaning motivation and decorating inspiration. However, I offer a little bit of different content since my husband and I are empty nesters. You won't see big messes and big disasters of toys and such here on my channel like you would on a channel that are still raising their children. But I do offer content to encourage you to keep your home tidy, organized, and decorated for whatever season we're in. So if that's content you're interested in, I would love it if you would take a second before you leave today, hit that subscribe button, and go ahead and hit that bell notification button so you won't miss any video that's coming up for the fall. I still have a home tour to show you guys and front porch and back porch makeovers for the fall. I'm so excited about those. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification button. And if you happen to have an Instagram account, you can find me over there at Robin Lane Lowe. I would love it if you would send me a friend request and let's be friends over on that platform. It is a super great way for us to get to know each other. Now I'm showing you guys, I believe, my most favorite new decor piece I picked up this season for fall. This came from Target. I had to get it online, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's got that perfect light wood rattan on the bottom, and then that little stem that's the dark brown. I think it's a perfect piece to add here to the floor. I needed something right there, and I thought that would be great. So what do you guys think about it? You can also put like a battery operated candle in it, and it'll light up. I'll try to do that for my home tour. And then I've got these gorgeous little coasters that I found on clearance at Target, and I think that added another wood element to my decor here in the living room, and I think they're just perfect. Alright friends, so I've pretty much decorated every area in my living room today. I'll do another quick living room video when I finally get a rug to go in here that'll kind of change up the look of things. And I do need to clean out that big picture window, so that'll be in another video. But I'm so happy that you guys stayed to the end of the video. That helps me out so much. If you liked what you saw today, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. That really helps me. When I get a lot of thumbs up and on my videos, it shows YouTube that people are enjoying my content and they push out my video to more people. So I'd appreciate it if you do that little small gesture for me. I hope you like what you saw today, maybe gave you some decorating ideas for your living room or for your home this fall season. Again, if you happen to be new, please leave me a comment in the comment section, maybe your name or where you're from. I'd love to hear from you. And again, friends, I just appreciate you coming back every Sunday, watching my videos all the way through, hitting the thumbs up button, and leaving me the most precious, sweetest comments ever. I have the best friends here, and I appreciate you guys so much. And again, thanks for stopping by, friends, and I'll see you next week. Bye.